Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today on In the Kitchen with Sandy we are doing a little cook with me. It is the weekend and I want something absolutely amazing today. I want something comforting. You know, it is how it is on the weekends. We always want to kick back and enjoy something absolutely amazing. So what I'm making today is I'm gonna make some buttermilk chicken strips, which I bought chicken breast to do because I don't like to buy the chicken strips for that. We're just gonna cut those to size how I like them. We're gonna make some green beans. I bought some fresh green beans from the grocery store. I was lucky enough to get some corn on the cob. We're gonna do some corn on the cob. Some homemade macaroni and cheese, which I love. If you guys haven't tried that recipe yet, my recipe for homemade macaroni and cheese, you better get to doing so because it is absolutely lip-smacking delicious. It's the best macaroni and cheese you will ever eat, I promise you. What else are we doing? And we're gonna do some mashed potatoes and gravy. Simple and easy, but it's gonna be absolutely delicious. Now, if you're on a low-carb diet, just shut her down right now because this video is not for you. I am not looking to do anything low carb today. I'm looking to eat something comforting. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let me show you my green beans I got. These are just like these are not half runners. I love half runner beans. But these, it just says green beans on them. Let me show them to you. But I think these are like the jade beans. These are what I done my green bean recipe that's sauteed in garlic and olive oil. These are they're little thin beans. That's all they had at the grocery store. I'm still waiting for our local farmers market to open up and have all those goodies. I just cannot wait for that. But we're gonna get started on these green beans. I've already got them broke up and ready to go in the pan. We're gonna get these started early because green beans are one of the things that you can cook ahead of time, and they just get better. But like I said, I've already got these broken up, and I'm just going to add them to my pan there. Normally, I like to use like some salt pork or something with these, but I do not have any, and I forgot to get some at the grocery store. So I'm going to tell you what I like to add in these. I'm going to throw 1 chicken bouillon cube in there. This adds an abundance and a flavor to it. I just love cooking them like this. And we're also going to add a little bit of bacon grease. Why not? I've got a piece of onion over here that I just roughly cut up that I had left over from dinner last night. So I'm just going to toss that in there. And I don't normally put fresh onions in there, but you know, waste not, want not. I don't believe in wasting things. We work too hard for our money. I'm going to put just a little bit of black pepper in here. If I can get it open. I'm so excited about this. I cannot wait to eat. And I like to use a little bit of onion salt. Let me tell you, there's a couple things that onion salt is like it's go-to all the time for the recipes. And it's an egg salad. I always have to have onion salt, and in my green beans, always. Now I'm also gonna add just a little bit of bacon grease. This is my bacon grease kit. I cook with bacon grease all the time. It's a nice big tablespoon, and we're going to add some a little bit of water to the pan here. And then we're just going to stir that together, mix it around. We're going to bring them up to a boil, let them start boiling, and we're going to turn them down low and let them cook. And I'm going to put a lid on them, and they get my lid on them. Now let's get started on the chicken. right, now that we got all the chicken cut up, you've seen that I used a whole chicken breast. I got about 3 strips per each one. I cut the thinner parts off at the bottom of the chicken and just cut away any of the, you know, fatty parts that we don't like. Got everything washed up and sanitized, and the counter is nice and clean. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get our chicken strips marinating in some delicious seasoned buttermilk. All right, I'm doing mine in a measuring cup here. We're going to use some cayenne pepper, some regular black pepper, some minced garlic, and garlic and onion powder, and a little bit of salt. And that's it. Pour our buttermilk right in our little measuring cup there. Or your bowl. You can use a bowl. You don't have to use a measuring cup. I like to mix things in measuring cups. Then we're going to add some onion powder. I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of that. You know what? I'm sure I had some that was already opened. We're going to use about 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder. This is going to be so seasoned. About 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. And this is what's going to give it that nice kick. We're going to add a little bit of cayenne pepper. About 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I'm going to use some minced garlic as well. I love this. I love this. About 1 teaspoon, a little bit over. And then we're going to add some paprika for color. And then we're just going to mix this around. And we're just going to pour it right over the chicken. You know what? Let's put a little bit of salt in there. I forgot the salt. Now we're going to mix it around. And we're just going to pour it over our pieces of chicken. I'm just going to move everything around, just make sure it's nice and covered. Then I'm going to cover this with a little bit of foil, and I'm going to pop it in the refrigerator and let it just marinate all that deliciousness for at least an hour until I'm ready to start frying it. It smells so good. All right, look at here, my macaroni, it's done. I went ahead and got that cooked. I cooked it just till al dente. This is about 3/4 of a box. I put about 1/2 stick of butter in there. And right here what we have is, this is the Velveeta cheese, the big block of cheese. This is like slightly less than half of that, and I just cut it up in cubes just for easy melting. Now we're gonna go ahead and get started on the cheese sauce for our macaroni. I'm gonna add about, I don't know, about 3/4 cup of milk in there, just enough to, as I just showed you, I'll put it in this pan right here. About 3/4 cup of milk, and then we're going to add our cheese to it. 1/2 to 3/4, just enough to melt it, because we're also going to add some heavy whipping cream, which is what makes the macaroni and cheese amazing. And we're going to add all that in there, and then we're just going to let it melt very slowly. And let me show you what we're going to do with the macaroni here. I've let it cool just a little bit. Now I'm going to add an egg to it. I was trying to wait for my husband. He's taking a nap. I was trying not to be so loud, but It is what it is. Sounds like he's still snoring in there on the couch. This is going to make the cheese sauce just, it's more of like a, not really fluffy because macaroni and cheese is not fluffy, but it makes it not be so condensed and, you know, look like you could ball it up and throw it at somebody. This is a great macaroni and cheese recipe. I've already got it on this channel, but I thought I'd just go ahead and show you just because I'm cooking today. Just gonna mix that around. And some black pepper. Sounds like Olivia is up. And we're gonna use just a little bit of cayenne pepper in here. And then we're gonna add about a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I'm telling you, this stuff makes it really super good. All right, while we're waiting on the cheese sauce to melt, stir, which it really shouldn't take just a couple minutes, but I want to show you this corn that I got at the grocery store today. Look at that. I love this bicolor corn. I've already got it, obviously, shucked and clean and in my pot and ready to go. So we're gonna get that boiled up. And then I've got my flour ready for my chicken. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with that. And I put the same seasonings in here that I put in my buttermilk chicken, minus the, you know, the liquidy garlic, the minced garlic in the jar. So this has cayenne pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. So we're gonna get this going. All right, the cheese sauce is just about melted, so what we're gonna do now is go ahead and add some heavy whipping cream in here, because we're gonna get this in the oven so we can get our chicken started frying, because I am starved. Now this, my friends, is what makes your macaroni and cheese absolutely amazing. We're gonna put about, I don't know, about 3/4 cup of heavy whipping cream in there, and it is gonna be so good. You gotta trust me on this. And then once you get that all combined together, make sure you stir it really well, because you don't want to get, you know, some little big old bite of cayenne pepper. You know what I'm saying? I'm also going to add some shredded cheese as well. I'm going to use what I have in the refrigerator, what's left over. Sometimes I use just whatever. If I have like the Mexican cheese, I'll use that. You can kind of squish it up a little bit. Just put a little extra cheese in there just because. I like using both of them because it just ensures it's going to be nice and creamy. I am so sorry it's so dark in here. I'm just going to mix that around. And you know what? I swear I'm making a mess. I always make too much of that cheese sauce, and it is runny, and that's quite all right. It will thicken in the oven. So that's how it works. You put it in when it's nice and, you know, thin, not super thick, and it comes out creamy every time. Stir it real good there. We're going to recap. My green beans are done. This is getting ready to go in the oven. I've got my oil over there heating up in my pan. And then I'm just going to get my corn on and just pour that right over top. Oh, perfect amount. Oh, I gotta get my taters on. We're gonna have mashed potatoes and gravy. Now look at that. That looks like it's going in there super wet, and it is. It's gonna get nice and thick and delicious. Just you wait and see. Alright, right over the top, just a little bit more cheese. You don't have to do a whole lot. I think we got enough, don't you? In the oven, it goes. And I've got it on about 375, 400. Look at that. Alright, I got a nice little platter here with just some foil on it. So I'm going to start dipping my chicken and putting it right on here. Try to do this where you can see a little bit of everything. look at that chicken. It has been in there. Actually, that's a piece of paprika. Actually, it's been marinating for about 2 hours in this. And look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at all the seasonings on that. So we're just going to take it from here right into our flour mixture. I got my oil going on in the background there. It's about come to temperature. My macaroni and cheese is in the oven. My corn is on boiling, and my green beans are already done. I just have to kind of heat them up. I'm just going to kind of shake some of that off there, and I'm going to put it in there and just flour it up. Get it nice and coated. And then I'm going to put it right on my tray. I want to make sure that it's nice and coated really well. That flour is seasoned. Oh my goodness. We're just going to lay it right there. And we're just going to wait to put that right in that hot oil. And I'm going to continue to do these until they're all floured up. Alright guys, everything is done. Olivia's waiting here in the wings. She's been waiting, standing by the stove with her plate for like 10 minutes here. Green beans are done. Mashed potatoes and gravy is done. My macaroni and cheese is done. Ooh, according to the cup, it's hot. Everything is done. So, I hope you enjoy this little vlog, cook with me video. You know I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Did I show you my chicken? Wait, I didn't show you my chicken. Now, look at my chicken and my green beans. Look at that. We'll go over to the mac and cheese, my mashed potatoes, and the taters. All right, everything's cockeyed. All right, now you've seen everything. You know I love you guys very much. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Take care.